Today is Thursday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. Currently sitting in my office space responding to the comments from, I think it was the last video. Was it the last video? Video before last. You know what? Shout out to Christine H. Hi, Christine. Christine has noticed that Her has been putting up videos here quite frequently. Christine said, Tan, the way you're putting up these videos here lately really reminds me of back in the day when you used to put up videos just about every day. She said that she'd be sitting waiting on the videos like she was waiting on a soap opera. So hi, Christine. Christine is a faithful member here on the channel. She watches. I could put up a video of me sitting watching paint dry and Christine would tip in. She'd say, have a blessed day, saying hey to you, Eric and Chase. Love you so much, Christine. Really appreciate it. But there are quite a few of you guys, and I took note and just wrote it down while I was thinking about it, sitting here responding to the comments, because I do absolutely try to respond to as many comments as I can. You guys know she is running a whole business, but as many of the comments that I can, I really do get to and respond. And if I don't leave a comment, I will absolutely put a heart to let you guys know that I saw your comment. But there are so many of you who have been here from the onset of the channel. Christine H, Cynthia F. Cynthia is another one. Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia, another one. I can come in just watching birds fly and Cynthia will come in and she always leaves just great comments. Judy S. Hi, Judy. We haven't seen Judy here on the channel in the last 3 or 4 videos. So Judy, I hope that you are well. I hope that everything is going well for you down in, is it Wauchula or Wauchula, Florida? Another faithful member here, Almitra, Harissa, Shayna, and faithful members here on the channel. Abundance Living TV always leaves great comments. Laguel, and I'm going to spell it to make sure you know I'm talking to you. L-A-G-U-E-L. Laguel or Lagel H. Hi, girl. Hi. Proverb 3:10. Always very positive here on the channel. This last video where I was at home, Thea N. Thea, hi Thea, she left 2 comments on the same video. All right, but I wanted to just say thank you guys for the support, continued support here on the channel. But I had to pop in, turn the camera on. I had no intentions of turning the camera on at this moment in time, but some of the comments that you guys left about Chase door dashing that box of cereal from Target prompted you guys to come in and share the things that your kids have DoorDash. And I have to say, Black Queen Genius 7, I think you won, girl. I think you won. She said her 15-year-old daughter had a bag of Skittles DoorDash to her school during lunch. A bag of Skittles. You know, when Eric and I were talking about it, we were just like, these kids. But where is she getting the credit card? Because don't you need a credit card to do this? Where's she getting the credit card from at 15 to DoorDash a bag of Skittles? Black Queen Genius 7, I gotta blame you, girl. I gotta look at you. But can I really? Because I know if I had a 15-year-old daughter, she'd probably have a credit card too. And she'd probably be door dashing Skittles and all kinds of stuff up to the school. So that was hilarious. All right. Cheryl R, she's another one. Her 18-year-old had 1 bubble tea delivered. 1 tea. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with, you know, Chase if he door dashed some groceries to the house. Fine. You've had a long day, or you just said, look, so maybe you didn't have a long day and you just don't feel like getting up to go to the grocery store or wherever. But try to get a bunch of stuff. It's the 1 bag of Skittles, it's the 1 box of cereal, it's the 1 bubble tea for me. That's just you know, it's a lot. And then, all right, so this one, Miss MJ, she's another one who frequently comments on the videos and just leaves just really positive comments. And look, I'm not saying that the comments that you got, someone just left a comment here. Yanika Barnett, she's saying that she wears her fragrances whenever she wants to wear her fragrances. I think in that video, I also asked if you guys, you know, wear your fragrances depending on the season. Is this a spring fragrance? Is it a fall fragrance? But several of you said you spend your money, you wear your stuff whenever you want to wear it, and that is me. So thank you, Yanika B, for popping in. I haven't even had a chance to respond to her comment because it actually just came in. But this one had nothing to do with the door dashing. Miss MJ, this was her comment, and when I tell you, I had to get a piece of tissue a few minutes ago, a Kleenex, to wipe my eyes, because this comment right here sent me, all right? She said, Candy is a boss. She is one in real life. She has a lot going on. I haven't watched any reality shows since 2019. She said they're just doing too much. And she said she's never been to Old Lady Gang, but she said, and I'm reading it word for word, she said, but child, I did go to Blaze, and it should be set ablaze. When I tell you, she said it should be set ablaze. She said it was too loud, the food was not good, and highly overpriced, as well as the tip being forced on the ticket. And I really don't like places like that. I've never been to any, but I've heard some where you come in and they've already taken out the gratuity. I don't like that, because the service, you know, your tip is going to be indicative of the service that I get. You know what I'm saying? So you may or may not get a really nice tip. So there's no motivation for the wait staff to do a good job because they've already taken out the tip. But anyway, she said it is in a strip mall, like a parking lot. And I think I mentioned that in this video, that I thought that the restaurant was in a strip mall. All right, so, oh, and then Miss MJ, she left another comment. I love when you guys leave the multiple comments. It's like we're actually having a conversation. She said, I'd never used DoorDash before, you know, after hearing them overcharging people and then playing around with people's food. Yeah, so we used to DoorDash when it first came on the scene, but then when, you know, we heard about those, you know, people going in people's food and stuff, we kind of cut that foolishness out. Also, all right, so anywho's, as I'm getting texts coming in. Oh, so the current drink of the afternoon, as it's later in the day, is my sparkling bubbly. That's the name of it, bubbly. And this is the grapefruit variety. I have to say, for me, the grapefruit is actually my current favorite. I typically put a little squeeze of lime or lemon in my bubbly. For me, the Topo Chico, which I don't know what happened to it. You guys will have to drop down, leave a comment, let me know what has happened to the Topo Chico. Not the mineral water one, but the sparkling one with the hint of lime. I cannot find it anywhere. So that was my absolute favorite. But since then, I've been kind of experimenting with some of the other sparkling waters. Don't like LaCroix, cannot stand LaCroix. But the bubbly has been pretty good. But the other flavors, I will have to either put a little lime or a little lemon in them. And you guys know, a lot of the times Eric will go to the grocery store, and so he'll just bring back whatever in terms of the flavors for the bubbly. So I'll try out whatever he brings home. This one is my favorite because I don't have to put the lime or the lemon in this one. It gives me that little citrus bite, much like the Topo Chico did. So I really like that one. What else? Scent of the day is Fineries Before the Rainbow Freaking love it, freaking love it. Oh my gosh. This is one, this is one of those fragrances that you can wear around anybody and it's not going to offend. Before the Rainbow is an absolute dupe for Jo Malone's Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. Wood, Sage, and Sea Salts, all right? Love it. I love all of, or just about all of the line of Jo Malone's fragrances. My favorite is Myrrh and Tonka. Love, love, love it. A lot of Jo Malone's fragrances also are like unisex, where they straddle that line of unisex. That's my favorite. I love a really, really good, hard, strong fragrance. So that's a good one. But Before the Rainbow from Finery is the dupe for Jo Malone's Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. Do stay tuned to the Unfrumpy Mommy store. I have a lot of great dupes coming out that I'm working on right now. Not gonna call any names, but you should see some Tom Ford, Jo Malone somewhere in the mix. And because we are talking about fragrances, let me share with you my home or my immediate office space fragrance of the day. So no candle burning today, but I did spray in here my room spray that I picked up on our last trip to Ishkaret. And this is the Vert Oriental. And I do have one, gosh, what is it? It's something sandalwood. Love that one also. But when I tell you, this takes me right back, oh my gosh, right back to Ishkaret, Mexico. Drop down, leave a comment, let me know if you've ever stayed at Hotel Ishkaret. Amazing. So on our last trip, when did we go? Was it for Christmas? Yeah, I guess it was for Christmas. We did, so they have an Ishkaret, regular Ishkaret, and then they have Ishkaret Arte. So we stayed at Ishkaret, just the original one, the first time we went. And then this time we decided to do Arte. This is the newer side. Both sides look amazing. Both sides are very, very well kept up. You guys know I am the self-proclaimed, somewhat in recovery mode hotel snob. I'm really trying to do better, but if I say the hotel is nice, you can put a stamp on it. It's official, certified, it's good. The only thing with Hotel Arte was that it was lacking in some of the, I won't say amenities, but it just didn't have as many things to do as the Ishkaret side. And unfortunately, you weren't able to, if you were staying at Arte, travel over to the Ishkaret side. Keep in mind, they're just walking distance between the two, but they won't let you travel over from Arte to Ishkaret. I should mention that Arte is the adult side. So I would think, we were thinking that because we are on the adult side, we could absolutely go to the side that had, you know, the kids. No. However, if you're staying at Ishkaret, you can come over to the Arte side. I don't get it. I don't get it. Either way, though, had a great time. Pick this up in the gift shop and it simply smells amazing. But drop down, let me know if you have ever stayed at Ishkaret. Did I mention this is Vert Oriental? Smells amazing, and you don't need a lot. Now I just sprayed a whole lot out. I already sprayed some in here, so it was kind of like wow. But you only need one spray of this. It lasts a long time. That's all I wanted to stop in and chat with you guys about right now. I'll come back in a little later, but just sitting here responding to these comments, you guys are so freaking funny. These kids. All right, before, real quick, Joanne, as I look at this one, we have a 20-year-old at home, and I cannot tell you how many times she has ordered McDonald's at 3 a.m. 3 a.m., I am somewhere in Never Never Land in my head. Eating McDonald's? There's no way. I'm thinking about McDonald's at 3 a.m. Why are we up at 3 a.m. hungry for McDonald's? And what McDonald's is open at 3 o'clock in the morning? She says, like, I will cook and then she'll DoorDash. Like, what? I'm concerned about folks ringing my doorbell and appearing on my doorstep at 3 o'clock in the morning, not to mention it's a waste of money. Right, I didn't even think about that. Somebody ringing my doorbell at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking at the camera because it's about to be a problem. I did not even think about that, Joanne. Yeah. These comments, y'all. So if you have watched the video and you get some free time, go back and look at what people are saying. We have, as parents of these 18, 19, 20-year-olds, we have a lot in common, I see, in terms of the door dashing. But anyway, I'm going to get back to responding to these comments, and I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. I am up here in my closet room. Eric is heading to Goodwill a little bit later on today. And what we like to do is, you know, of course, periodically take things to Goodwill that we're no longer using, things that we feel other people could benefit from, you know, just not holding on to, I don't want to say clutter, but just making sure we are, you know, just not holding on to things that we don't need or want anymore that we feel other people could get some use out of. But anyway, said all that to say, I came upstairs to kind of check through my closet room to make sure I didn't have anything that I could donate, because if we're being honest, this is the room that has the most clutter. And so, you know, because this is where my clothes are. But this has turned into a full on try on session. So I have this dress right here, guys, that I purchased from Amazon, and every time we go on a trip I put this dress in my suitcase, but I never wear it. So it's like this sweater material, this sweater fabric, but as you can see, it's a sundress. So it's meant to wear, you know, in the spring, in the summer, but I don't know. I feel like it's not really giving me like a defined waist. So I haven't worn it for that reason. And I feel that it's not real flattering in the midsection. I'm not wearing any shapewear right now, but you know, I don't know. It's giving me boxy vibes. But yeah, it's from Amazon. If you like it, I'll have a link for it below. Not sure. You know what? Let me put a pair of shoes on with it. Maybe, let's see. Let's try these. Maybe if I put a pair of shoes on, that would help. I doubt it, because the problem is not the shoe, it's the midsection and the dress making me look boxy. It is a cute little vibe though for someone who doesn't mind the kind of like straight boxy look of this dress. I don't know. We'll see. But then I also have it in another color too. Let me try on the other color. Maybe the other color looks a little better. But guys, drop down, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this dress. Should I keep it or donate it? I have to say, I do kind of like the look of it with the my little Gucci sandals, my little Gucci mules here, but I just feel like I'm just real straight up and down with this on. Yeah, let me try on the other one. But you see what I'm saying? I come and I do this every time I come upstairs to, you know, go through my things, and it turns into a full-on try on session. But let me try on the other one. All right, so this is the other one, and again, it's just giving me the boxy straight up and down look. I looked inside of the dresses. There is no tag, so I think these might be one of those one size fits all situations, and so that would absolutely explain the boxiness of it. I do like the colorway and pattern on this green one a little bit better. It's real bright up here in my closet, so I'm not sure if you guys are even, you know, getting the color. It's like an army green. Yeah, it's a really pretty color, but I just feel it's just so straight up and down. This one is a bit wrinkled because, again, they've been in the suitcase. They went with us on the last trip, but did not get worn. And let's see, the shoe situation, again, let's see, I think the little Gucci sandals, I think they would look cute with it. But for me, I think I would feel just super self-conscious about just looking, you know, real straight up and down, kind of boxy. But these are very well made. Like I said, I will leave the link for them below from Amazon, believe it or not. But I just feel like it's just giving me, you know, kind of straight up and down vibes. Would you keep the dresses? Would you toss the dresses? I think this one right here is a little bit shorter than the other one. If I get rid of one, it'll probably be this one now that I think about it. I don't like maxi dresses that are short. I like for my maxi dresses to be almost to the floor, and this one is hitting right above my ankle, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, let me get finished going through these clothes. I wanted to come out and give you guys a pollen update. It's pollening. It is still pollening. But really, I came out here to clean off my grill and to clean up the pollen just a little bit. As you can see back there, it's still pollening out here, but I have my grill here from the last time that I came out here and made little steaks and pork chops for Chase. And this is the mess that is my grill now. But she did the trick. I love it. Several of you said you have this little grill and that it works like a charm. So yeah, getting ready to clean that up. But the pollen is a mess. But when I tell you, it feels amazing out here right now. It's not cold, guys. We're maybe 1-2 full days into spring. So maybe we're finished with all the cold dreariness. Maybe it has gone. Let's take a look at this side. Again, this side, it's a bit yucky. It's a bit yucky. We're gonna see. I'm gonna check the weather forecast. Maybe we can go ahead and uncover these things. Maybe the rain is gone. We shall see. And then I can get over here and clean up all the mess. All the mess. As you can see, I have some water pooling on that cover right now. But I love that little flower right there. But you can see my little container it's sitting on top of is covered in pollen as well. I got that plant for, it was on clearance at Lowe's. Let me tip over here. It's a little wet, but let me see. Yeah, this was on clearance at Lowe's for like $3. It was so skinny and just really terrible and dreadful looking, but as you can see, it has really perked up. Love it. I think a chipmunk or squirrel, one or the two, has been up here digging in my pots. There's a hole right here. I want to say I had a plant there. It's gone. Yep. And if you look over here, there's a hole there and a hole there. So one of them has gotten their butt up here and been digging in my pots. I tell you, boy, outside will outside. You just I mean, we are off the ground upstairs, and they have had the nerve to crawl up here and take my little plants. But that's fine. These, you know, these, when I planted them, of course it looked better, but I think they will start to perk back up once the weather stays consistently warm and dry. Right now it's looking, this little pot here is looking a little tattered. This one right here is faring a little bit better. But again, I think now that we have the sun and the warmth of the day, I want to say it's about 70 degrees out here right now, guys. It just feels amazing. So these pots are looking really good. This one in particular is looking really good. This one's not too bad. This one's not too bad. As you can see, we have a little color over here from those pansies. But I'll be glad when we get the little yellow flowers back on these. But it feels so good out here. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. Oh, Eric and I were talking the other day. We were like, we just don't know how people can live up north. If you live up north and you really like it, look, I know everybody can't get up and just move to the south. or shoot, even out west. But right now, out west is getting its butt kicked. Please tell me, drop down, leave a comment, how in the world they had a tornado yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, if not day before yesterday. A tornado in California. Wow. Wow. But so I know if you live up north, everybody can't just get up and move, you know, because you don't like the weather. But I know some people, Eric works with a lot of guys who they just live and just love the cold. They can't really, for whatever reason, be in, you know, the hotter or warmer weather. So if you just love living up north and you live and just love the cold, live for the cold, drop down, leave a comment, let me know how you do it. I'd rather have to take clothes off when it's hot than to have to put clothes on. I just don't like all the bulkiness and just the coldness. Oh, wait a minute. There's a whale there too. That one's, I'm gonna have to put a camera out here and see who the culprits are. But anyway, yeah, if you love the cold weather, drop down, leave a comment, let me know if you rather do cold over hot. But anyway, let me go over here and clean my little grill off. But as you can see, this side over here, not as much pollen, but it does have its own issues with, you know, the debris and everything falling on this side. As you can see, pollen. I'll probably pull the water hose out. I do need to water this particular plant or this tree right here. It's kind of dry. I need to water that. Over there in the corner is where I have the water hose. So I'll probably come out here today, if not tomorrow, take the covers off and put some soap or something out here. They have some deck cleaner at Lowe's. Maybe I'll go and pick up a bottle of that and just hose this area down and put these covers up. Some of these covers are probably not gonna make it the whole season. Like this one right here looks to be on its last legs. I'm so thankful for this side over here. Like, it's borderline hot over there. I am so thankful for this side. I'm so thankful that it's not cold. Just so thankful to have just this space. I'm just so thankful. So maybe, you know, when I get my orders under control a little bit later, I'll take the cover off the TV there. Can you guys see that? I'll uncover the TV. And my favorite spot is right here in this chair. Don't mind my charcoals and my work boots. These are my work boot Uggs. Whenever I come outside, those are the ones that I put on. But I'm just so thankful for this space. Yeah, I'm gonna be out here thrusting as the weather just continues to get better. But anyway, let me go ahead and get started. So we're just sitting here in my office, kind of winding down, and I need to turn the camera back on so that you guys could help us clear up an argument, right? Eric and I regularly have debates around here, and usually we kind of meet and kind of start to get on the same page and, you know, agree with whatever it is we're debating on. But he and I are not seeing eye to eye on this. All right, so a few videos ago, you know, we're talking about Candy. Well, here recently, she was on Shannon Sharpe's show. He has a little show on YouTube, right? And he was interviewing Candy. And Shannon Sharpe is an ex-football player, former football player, and now he has his podcast. I guess that's what you call it, right?
It's a.
You call it a podcast?
No, he's on. No.
It's just a YouTube.
Yeah,
channel.
He has a TV show also.
Okay, but so this is just his YouTube channel.
Yeah, Club Shay Shay, that's nice.
Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Go look up Club Shay Shay on YouTube and go look at his interview with Candy. Very well done interview. However, the interwebs right now are buzzing around the fact that at the end of their interview, I guess he gave, well, no guess, he gave Candy a hug, and the streets aren't real, you know, they're not real happy with his hand placement because Candy is married. And is he married?
No.
He's not married?
Oh, he's famously single.
Oh, I thought he was married.
He loves me. He'll tell you he loves being single.
Oh, okay. Well, And so I said, because of Candy's dress, the man didn't have anywhere else to put his hand. And I will have the picture, you're probably looking at the picture now, of his hand placement. Eric, I'm gonna refresh your memory as, you know.
I like how Candy continues to be the source of controversy
right?
in these streets.
Right, Candy is very, very popular these days.
Thank you for refreshing me.
Yeah, let me refresh your memory.
Yeah, I have my opinion. That's all I gotta see.
I felt, where else his fingers are displayed. Is it splayed or sprayed?
Splayed.
His fingers are displayed a little bit.
That needs to be raised up to her back.
But her back was out. Her back was out. Her back was out. That's the side.
I'd rather.
Eric, that's the side.
If I'm tired, I'm gonna need you to raise that on up about 2-3 inches.
But if he raises it up, Eric, that's a cutout right there. The man looks like he has big hands.
Well, so
and his fingers are probably all crooked from playing football.
So here's the other problem with that debate. Well, do we need to talk about the dress that she had? First of all, you're wrong, I'm right. His hands are too low. But I like Shannon Sharpe. I think Shannon's a good dude. He probably just got caught slipping a little bit. So I'm going to say it was a mistake. But his hands are too low.
All right, guys. I adjusted the shutters as it was a bit bright in here. But I just feel Candy's dress was so... You know, it was a pretty dress. It was a pretty dress, as you guys can see. I just feel he didn't really have any other options for hand placement. If they are embracing, you know...
Should they have been embracing at all?
It's a courtesy. It's a courtesy. They had a great interview. He was thanking her, I would assume, for coming on his show. He had even said, you guys will see it if you go and watch it, that Candy was one of the people he wanted to interview. I think he said she was the first female he wanted to interview.
I don't think I've seen another woman. I don't think I've seen.
She's the first one.
Okay, yeah.
She's the first one.
Okay.
So she was on his bucket list for whatever reason.
I didn't watch the interview. I've only seen clips. In your opinion, was there, and I hate to use this term, but I got to use it, was there any chemistry or tension between them? Was there any flirtation, or did the interview seem very platonic?
They were happy.
They were happy.
They were happy.
Nothing inappropriate though.
I feel Shannon read off his questions. I felt he engaged with Candy just as he had with his previous guests.
Was Candy smiling all of his, just a big smile,
no,
cheesy smile?
We're not gonna do that, because if I were being interviewed, whether it be Shannon Sharpe or whoever, I smile when I talk.
You do have a big,
you know what I'm saying?
Big sometimes. Scarily big smile. All right, so
I smile when I talk, and so apparently Candy does the same thing. So I can't say there was none of this. There was none of that.
But speaking of that, I think the genesis of this problem is, because to your point, did he have anywhere to put his hand?
He had nowhere to put his hand.
But that dress was inappropriate.
It was not inappropriate. Y'all don't come for him too hard.
Well, I'm going to explain myself, because this is not me telling women how to dress. Let me explain myself. Candy's in the public eye. I get it. I think, but she is married. I think as a married woman, she can wear something tight, or she can wear something that exposes skin. She did both. I think you got to pick one. No. That outfit was tight, and her chest was out, and her back was out.
That girl is at work, and her job.
Well, but that's why Shannon Sharpe didn't have anywhere to put his hands.
So then, you know,
she forced his hands on the top of her butt.
It is what it is then. It is what it is. That's why we're going to chalk it up to it is what it is. I have no problem, guys, you drop down. I had no problem with Candy's dress. Now, if Candy was going to deliver a baby, you know, clean somebody's teeth, you know what I'm saying? You driving the bus with my kids on it, that's one thing. But she's an entertainer, and she's going to be on a platform where, and Shannon gets bodies on his videos.
It can be tight or it can have skin.
You're coming off as a prude right now.
Let me say, because some of y'all are going to say, well, men can't police women's bodies or tell women what to wear. I agree with that 100% with an asterisk. Marriage is a contract. And when both men and women get married.
Where does it say?
Whether you're marrying another man or another woman, you do have to conform somewhat to your spouse. We all lose something. That's part of, nothing in life is free. If you get money, there's going to be a downfall. Marriage is great, but you do lose a little bit of freedom on both sides.
I understand that. If we didn't know Candy, and Shannon was on here just interviewing housewives, and it was just Miss Regular Joe ma'am up the street, and
that could be you. I would be like, you can't wear that.
I wouldn't. Okay, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. Would you have worn that? Let's put you in the hot seat.
It was a cute dress.
That's not what I asked.
It was a cute dress.
It was a cute dress. I got no issues with the dress. It was a cute dress. Candy was great.
Candy been working on.
Would you have worn it? You still ain't.
She's probably not eating all that cornbread.
Let me know.
I would have worn a dress. There, I said it. I would have worn a dress.
I got some questions about our marriage now.
Eric, there's nothing wrong with the dress.
The back can't be out, and the cleavage, and the tight. You gotta pick tight or skin.
Would you have had a problem with her wearing that dress if she was being interviewed by Sherry Shepherd, or she was on The View?
Well,
yes or no?
Is Sherry?
Would you have had a problem with Candy wearing the dress if she was being interviewed by Sherry Shepherd, or if she was sitting on The View with the ladies?
Well, first of all, we have to get into orientation, right? Because a woman can be attracted to a woman, a man can be attracted to a man. If that's somebody that can be potentially be attracted to you, then I'm gonna need you to tone it just a skosh.
People will, if a person is attracted to you, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. I could be out right now with this button-down shirt and black Amazon pants. It doesn't matter.
Those of you that are watching that are saying Eric is a straight chauvinist, let me tell you how this works both ways. Let me give you an example. As a woman, right, if you marry a man, that man might say, hey, dress sexy, but it's certain stuff I would just prefer you not wear if I'm not around. Let me tell you how that might work for a man, all right? If I'm single and I live next to a young lady that's also single, and she buys some IKEA furniture and she says, hey, Eric, can you come help me? Come over and help me put that. No, I'm single. And she says, Eric, can you come help me put this bookcase together? I'm going. All right, I'm a gentleman. I might want to kick it with her. I'm going over there. Let a woman move next door right now, and she says, "Can send your husband over here to put this bookcase together."
Really?
No, are you gonna send me over there?
What was your score on that part of the SAT? Eric's
are you gonna send me over there? You're not gonna send me over there.
That is not the same thing.
Because that is part of the contract of marriage.
That's not the same thing.
That is part of the contract of marriage.
No,
I have lost that privilege to kick it with another woman like that, because even though it could be platonic.
What does that have to do with the price of oranges?
Well, I can't.
What are you talking about?
I can't use clothes with men because y'all don't care. What is a man gonna go over there with no shirt on? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, no, it could.
No, because men don't dress. We're not wired like that.
Let me pull up.
Women aren't attracted to men wearing skimpy clothes. Women are attracted to a man.
No. I was watching an interview of Jonathan Majors. He was being interviewed by this chick, and she said, why is it every time I interview you, you got clothes on? But I see you in interview with other people and your chest out.
I've never seen Jonathan Majors do an interview with this. What are you talking about?
I want to know what she said.
Pull up the footage. I've never seen
She said, why is it every time I interview you, you got clothes on?
She was just flirting. She was flirting with him. And God bless her. That's her right.
Anywho.
And look, let me say this too. Now, I'm saying if I was, what's her husband named, Todd, I would have said, hey, put something else on. Is it that big a deal? Am I going to be like huffing and puffing? No, so it ain't that big a deal. But yes, I would prefer you put on a little bit. But
you're saying that because you're an engineer. You don't. Todd works in the industry. You're coming from an engineer's perspective, where you work with people and y'all are buttoned up and stuff.
Candy's not a sex symbol.
Candy is in the industry.
But she's not at that point of her industry. If she was some little pop starlet that was just getting started.
Y'all see, she everywhere right now. It's like she's making a resurgence.
She's not Nicki Minaj.
She sells sex toys. I forgot about that.
That's somewhat valid, but
yeah. So that's it then.
No, that's not it. I think I'm right and you're wrong.
Wrong. Right.
Let us know in the comments.
Moving on. One more thing before we let y'all go. Todd in the industry, he don't care.
Yes, he
don't
does.
care
because
what
I would want you on this channel Just because you make money off of your social media doesn't mean I want you on here in a bikini.
This not that type of platform.
But you know what? Honestly, is Candy's platform that different from yours? Y'all are about the same age. Candy isn't. Yeah, there's some sex in what Candy does, but she's not a pop star sex symbol. She's past that.
She has a sex brand, bedroom candy, or whatever it is. Anyway, bedroom candy.
Yeah.
All right. Within that same vein, all right, Sierra went to the Vanity Fair. What was it, Oscars party?
Mm-hmm.
Vanity
yeah, I think
Fair
that was
Oscar
it.
party.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Let me see the picture again.
Wait a minute, because her Sierra called it selective
outrage.
Yeah, selective outrage. So Sierra talks about the selective outrage over her see-through dress.
Mm-hmm.
So she spoke with Elle magazine. It was the Vanity Fair's party that they have every year, after the Oscars or before the Oscars, whatever. They have it, but that's the dress. And let me show you, and I'll have the pictures for you guys.
Make sure you show the back of it.
I will show the back. I'm about to show you. There's the back, all right? There's the front again, the close-up there, and there's that, right?
That's a pool cover-up.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here are ladies who have also worn similar dresses.
Okay.
One of the dresses is by the same designer. Where was
this isn't even a dress? I like how they call it.
But you see these other, you see the other women wearing it, right?
I mean, there's a lot of people do a lot of things that don't make it right.
Well, where were these people with the outrage when these ladies were wearing the dresses?
Are those ladies married?
I don't know.
So for me,
and I'll have the pictures of the other ladies, guys.
For me, the same argument applies. If you're a single lady, wear what you want to wear. Now let me put an asterisk by that though. Wear what you want to wear. Wait a minute, let me finish. As long as it's safe. Now what you're going to say is, what the ladies are going to say is, I should be able to wear what I want to wear wherever.
Period.
In utopia, yes. You should be able to walk out your house naked. But ladies, wear whatever you want to wear if you're single and it's a safe
Her
location.
husband was with her in this case.
Well, so I'm not talking about the husband yet. I'm just talking about in general. Now, she shouldn't have wore that. My wife can't wear that. Single women, wear what you want to wear as long as you're safe.
Okay.
And nobody's going to be messing
Sierra
with you.
is married to Russell Wilson. He is in one of the pictures with Sierra.
Again, look, do I think it's a capital offense? Do I think it's that big a deal? No. But for me, that's a lot. Her whole ass is out. I think we could have toned it down just a little bit.
Why did he go with her with that?
I mean, she's naked. She's fundamentally naked.
Why he's standing right there.
Let's go to the mall right now and throw that on.
Eric, I'm saying the hoe. He didn't let her do it, but he was obviously okay with it.
Fellas, I know some fellas watch this channel. I know you're watching it right now with your wife or girlfriend, or people that are just married to women, everybody. People with your significant other. Would you let your significant other wear that? Let me know in the comments. By the way, I'm not saying I'm by no means approved.
Ooh, you're
cover up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. No, she has on no clothes.
But they're at a party.
Does she even have on pasties?
I don't know. Who cares? Here's the thing. They're at an industry party. This is what they do. If you can go to the movie and you watch a scene where it's highly intimate, she went to parties where this Vanity Fair party was filled with people who have been in intimate.
Sierra doesn't need any publicity. Sierra is fundamentally retired. Let's keep it real.
Well, all right. So I read some of the comments. Right, I read some of the comments, and some of the comments that people left were highly, highly offensive. Highly offensive. To the effect of, this is what people with no talent do.
I don't agree with that. I don't want to make that big a deal. It's not a capital offense. They were saying, and it was quite a few of them who said the reason Sierra is wearing this is because she doesn't have any talent. I think Sierra just wanted to be avant-garde. She wanted to be on the cutting edge.
I think she did. So I don't have a problem with the dress. I saw the dress as a costume. When people go to the Met Gala, I know this wasn't the Met Gala,
So you'd wear that.
I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna end mine. Sierra is body goals. Sierra is body
and that's part of the problem. See, women, it's like you work out and you get the tight. So now you have to show everybody everything. What, leave a little, just
it was
twinge
just
to
for this
imagination.
party. Now, if we think back to the way Sierra dresses, Sierra is a whole tomboy. Let's be clear. When you see Sierra, now I was on her Instagram today. Now,
I got a better question.
The first 6 or 9 photos, you know, she in swimsuits or whatever, but you know, they're at the pool or at the beach or whatever. But Sierra is typically sweats. You know what I'm saying? She's a tomboy. So I think every now and then it is okay for her to look.
Why can't she just put on like a swimsuit bottom? Because her butt is out. If the butt was covered.
Well, it's a thong. It's a thong in the back.
The thong is so small I don't even see the back of it. All I see is cheek.
Just know it's there.
Would you let your daughter wear that? And at what age?
Okay. Sierra's mom, she so don't have.
Your daughter's 18, but maybe she's in the industry. We are in Atlanta. Maybe she's in the industry.
My daughter is 18 and in the industry, child, she gone. I can't tell her what to do.
17.
What
like the Chloe and Halle chicks started out.
They at work. For me, I see it as these ladies are at work. I saw Candy at work.
Strippers. That's like stripper work. Strip work. Yes. And I have no problem with strippers. There's a time and place for everything. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There's a difference between like stripper work and being stripper work.
And please, guys, I'm not saying they need to go put on, you know, Amish outfits and burqas. I'm just saying, just give me a cover up 10% more. That's all I'm saying.
The job description for that dress was, this is it. Behind out, front barely there. This was it. So I don't have a problem with it. I'm not saying I would wear it. If I had Sierra's body, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
And if you're single, I have no issue with that. Do what you want to do.
But her husband,
should no man tell you what to do.
Right, but her husband was obviously okay with it. Some people were saying, well, she probably got paid millions of dollars to wear that dress
like Russell,
for the designer.
I keep wanting to say Russell Westbrook. Like Russell Wilson needs the money.
But Sierra stacking her own chips. Some of y'all be losing y'all's mind. You know what I'm saying? They had a real good relationship today. Tomorrow, this dude, they drop him from the NFL and he go around here losing his mind.
All right, who made the dress? And which one of y'all are going to go buy it?
You actually want the designer's name?
Yeah,
Are you seriously asking?
Yeah, why not? That's not even a design. I'm laughing.
There's a whole designer.
That they call it a designer. That's a net. They threw a fishing net over this girl. And she looks great. I'm not saying any of that. Candy looked great.
The gown is by Dundas, and they're calling it a gown. DUNDAS. It is a gorgeous, according to Elle magazine, cross-hatched gown by Dundas with a pair of Santoni high-heeled shoes. Santoni high-heeled shoes. The dress was made of black sheer material and studded with jewels, hugging to every curve that it didn't.
I'm glad. Hey, if it worked for Russell, if he liked it, I love it. Okay. Just for you, me, you have to have a conversation. Just like, again, if I wanted to go next door and put together the bookshelf for Miss Parker next door.
Eric and his analogies.
I can't give you a man analogy because no women are like... No.
They don't really,
You know the restaurant Hooters?
Different.
There's a restaurant called Hooters.
Yeah.
What's the female version of Hooters?
I don't know.
There isn't one because women don't want to see dudes walking around in booty shorts.
Ew.
You just said, thank you for proving my point. So I can't give you a male dressing analogy. I can't do that.
Anyway, I won this argument. Drop down, leave your comment. Let us know what y'all feel. I'm going to include the pictures. You will have seen the pictures by now. I included them.
And remember, because I don't need anybody coming from, remember what I said. 100% of what I said applied only to marriage. If you are a single lady, wear what you want to wear, as long as you're safe. If you're in a safe place where nobody's gonna, you're not at risk anywhere. And when you enter marriage, it works both ways. There's stuff the man loses, there's stuff the woman loses. It just is what, in my opinion. But it shouldn't be too much. Don't lose so much that you're not comfortable in the marriage.
I'm trying to wrap this up. But if Todd was okay with the dress, if Russell was okay with the dress.
I'm speaking on me and what I think most men.
Well, I think most men aren't in the entertainment industry.
That could
and I
be
think
true.
you're coming at it from a guy who's more corporate. So, of course, you're probably thinking your wife's showing up at a corporate function with these looks on.
Come on now.
But Todd, Russell, these dudes, they're celebrities. This is what celebrities do. This is nothing. This is par for the course.
All right, no, you're keeping the argument going. They're celebrities. This isn't.
I'm gonna have last word.
This isn't Lady Gaga. This isn't Nicki Minaj. These aren't women that have to be like on the cutting edge of.
But what if they want to be? What if they want to be? They're okay. They don't have to be, right? This isn't Lady Gaga.
That ship is sailed off into the horizon, into the distance.
What do you mean?
That's not the point that they're at in their careers.
Why are we
Sierra hasn't.
But why are we talking about it?
That was the goal. That was their goal.
Boom, she won.
I'm gonna let you have that last.
She won. Anyway, thanks for stopping in today, guys. Really appreciate it. Leave your comments below, and we'll see y'all in the next video.